Hi Sagittarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of October 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind that this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But as well, I do want to remind you to check out your other placements within your chart, the other money and career readings for more messages. And the other readings outside of this set. But I do more than appreciate your likes, your comments, and of course your subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. Definitely join this Sagittarius tribe. But they're saying I'm feeling a little bit concerned, but I do feel as if you are meant to show off a bit throughout the month, whether that's certain financial investments, whether that's certain levels of succeeding for your business or through your job, or just knowing something when someone else doesn't or a question is asked. Anyways, more than one chance to show off throughout the month. But I do feel as if you're shining regardless of what you're deciding to wrap oneself up in and accomplish throughout the month. I do feel like there's a level of appreciation in one way, shape, or form, or in multiple ways. What else was I going to mention? Oh, to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email and I'll get that started for you. Everything you need is down below in the description box. Overflowing prosperity coming into play, okay? I really do feel as if, I'm going to take this, I feel like you're being pushed to recognize that you deserve to cheers to oneself for all that you've accomplished up until this point, all that there is still left to accomplish. But I do feel like you're either seeing oneself with a full bank account or an empty one. I do feel like you have the money, the savings coming in, or just within your situation in one way, shape, or form. But for some of you, that money is stored away in a different account or just in cash, you know. But for a lot of you, I feel like you're seeing oneself feeling quite comfortable as far as the amount in your checking account or your savings account. Do allow for oneself to remember, I feel the need to say, small reminder. They're saying small detail. The automated deductions from your account, right? The reoccurring amounts coming out each month or every couple of months, because you don't want to go into the negative. So let's keep pulling for Sagittarius money and career for October. Taking care of business, I'm feeling drawn to the nurture within you is coming into play. I do feel like you're spending money on other people at certain points, or at least thinking about doing so. Feeling fulfilled in certain ways. I sense that when you help somebody else, advice-wise, with their work, right? Even if it's not tied up into your business or your job, when you're gifting people, right, or people gift you, it all feels very fulfilling. There's just a helping nature about you throughout the month of September and October that feels enlightening. It feels just gratifying, right? And it's inspiring other people. And I feel like someone else is even inspiring you to help people even more so. Some of you could be thinking about whether or not your job actually helps people enough to be right for you in the long run or moving forward. But I do sense that there is potential for a sudden windfall, okay, for a lot of you drawn to this reading. And that will feel very much rewarding is what I'm getting, but just, eye-opening and satisfying. It will give you a little bit of peace of mind, but I feel like even then there may be certain concerns when it comes to that, okay? Allow oneself to recognize that you deserve whatever abundance is coming in for you at this time. So don't damper that or just, with any concerns. Allow for oneself to just embrace the abundance, okay? Because at times I feel like it's going to be hard to notice the abundance due to all that you have going on. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, with that windfall taking place, there's a level of steady income coming into play. And you could be framing your work, thinking about the work that you have on display, even some of you re-looking at your resume or updating it, and therefore, in a sense, looking at your body of work, right? Your experience, your work path up until this point. And I just feel like you're even impressing oneself and you're like, damn, that was a rough patch along my path, to success, but I made it through. And it even is playing into the level of skills that you have at this time, right? Could be coming in handy for a new job that you're about to wrap oneself up in, or just began, or just making the best out of at this time. And I do feel like you're an organizer, you're an accomplisher, you're, okay, a clean task doer is what I just heard. Not the best wording, but it is coming out for a reason. I sense that you're just accomplishing things in a very feisty kind of way at times, very determined, and just not satisfied if something's incomplete, okay? And so if someone else doesn't complete something or get something done when it's meant to, that will frustrate you. Let's just say that. But I do feel like you're being pushed to wrap oneself up with certain satisfying levels of creative release, whether it's creating art, designing, creating music, bouncing to the music is what I'm getting. I'm getting somebody dancing in a car, but I just feel like you're being pushed to embrace your home life as well, even if it's not perfect, because I do feel like there's a lot of benefits from staying at home, the comfort of which, okay, the weather I feel like could play into that, but I do feel like you're benefiting from moments, healing through moments of spending time with your loved ones, okay? But I do feel like those who are self-employed drawn to this reading are shining for all to see. Make sure to post to your social media account when you feel intuitively guided to, or accounts, as that has the potential to just create so much abundance for you, a lot of eyes peeled on whatever that is for you. And I feel like it doesn't have to be super long either, or extensive. But I do feel like your ambition is quite relevant, okay? Candles coming into play, or one specific one, and you're being pushed to manifest more money if you so desire to have more in your situation, okay? But I do feel like there's a high ranking for whatever it is for you with your work, but I do feel like you're viewed in a high ranking, sort of high honored light, okay? People of respect is what I just heard. People of respect. You could be thinking about specific contracts, documents, gift of money is what I just heard or saw. For Sagittarius, we're pulling from the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. Gift and justice pairing up. That was the weirdest moment right there, sorry. But I feel like things are lining up for you. A level of justice coming into play due to all you've been through when it comes to work, when it comes to money. I feel like you want the ones you care about the most, you want their money and their career situation to be in order, thinking too much at times. But then there's going to be a moment of you're either being pushed to stop that thought process, or Spirit's replacing it with another thought, or you're being pushed to stop over speaking at a certain point. It's all a level of protection or just spiritual guidance. But I do feel like some of you, this justice is in the form of that sudden windfall to give you that breath of fresh air, to comfort you and remind you that things are going to be good. And I do feel like there's a sense of paying off debt for some of you, or you're just thinking about when you'll be able to. And I do feel like at times, especially when you're overthinking, just balance things out for oneself, right? Meditate, or just take a walk in nature, or put on a nice, productive, positive song. I just feel like you're going to be gifting things to oneself as well, little small luxuries, purchases that feel quite rewarding. And I do feel as if you are, one smiling soul as well. There's going to be a lot of laughter in your month, but I do feel like you're thinking about doing what's right for you. You want me to take this, as we do have the Ace of Pentacles right below that. And I do feel like there's going to be a spotlight on a new job for you that lies ahead, even if you're not fully or at all leaving the one you're working now, or you're still going to run your business. Some of you leaving it all together to, retire or go to a level of simplicity. But I just feel like you're being pushed to do what's right for you. This could be more in terms of moving to a different place of residence for you, or just leaving a contract behind, potentially trying to get out of that contract early. But I do feel like you're going to be thinking about what's best for you and potentially for your loved ones as well. But I do feel like you're going to need to have patience when it comes to all of the thoughts that are rolling around in your head when it comes to your money, when it comes to career success. But I just feel like you are creating a lot more to do, or just that's going on, or to putting more weight onto certain matters or concerns than need be. Okay, just keep that in mind. We also have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so I just feel like you're presenting your work in a successful manner. You're knowing what you're doing and it's showing. You're interviewing with ease. So all three fire signs are interviewing with ease. I sense that you're quite confident, but then have moments behind closed doors where you feel a little bit insecure, just want things to be more perfect. And I do feel like, or you're a little bit concerned once again, and you'll recognize that that needs to be put to rest quite quickly. But I do feel like you'll be getting a reminder that you deserve this new financial investment, or this new job, or just this new start for oneself in one way, shape, or form. Okay, I just feel like feathers are also going to come into play. Other synchronicities. You're more spiritually connected than you think is what I'm hearing. The Four of Wands. And I really do sense that in moments of gratuity, in moments of gifting, in moments of just prosperity, abundance flowing in for you, or raining on in, you're being reminded things are falling into place. Family life, family moments coming into play as well. I'm hearing it makes it all worth it. We may also see dragonflies, or there may be discussion of which. This could even just be on social media, but I do feel as if you're being pushed to notice these small synchronicities as a reminder of what lies ahead, in one way, shape, or form, okay? Or why you went through something. But I just feel like you're going to see oneself a little bit on edge at certain points, but then you need to recognize what factors, okay, within oneself are playing into that, but outside of you, right? Someone's energy, the energy in a situation, a location. Okay, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's going to be a month where you see one's cup just overflowing, and you're being reminded a change in the future will leave you with even more abundance to experience, okay? You deserve it. I feel like you're one hardworking soul, and you just move forward and do what you got to do when you got to do it. But I feel like at times that makes you feel a little bit emotional, right? Or just there could be moments throughout the month where you're feeling a bit drained and depleted because you're so overworked, or just at times don't feel like you can stop, right? But I just feel like you're going to gain a lot of communication once again from people that will comfort you, whether it's family, friends, coworkers, a boss figure complimenting you. It could be through your social media posts, compliments and praise in that sense. I do feel like as well the downloads and the synchronicities flowing in. It's going to feel like a bit of a fast-paced month for the most part, or for some select Sagittarius is drawn to this reading, as if you're just doing what you got to do in a bit of a guarded way, but a successful all the meanwhile, and things are just kind of rushing past you, or just things are moving really quickly in the environments, or one specific one, or around you in general. Does that make sense? Not enough time in the day is now what I'm getting. And I do feel like you're being reminded that you are a golden pillar of needed guidance and success in your individual world and in the eyes of others, okay? Again, your helpful nature coming into play. Now hearing people need you, and that'll make you feel good. It'll make you feel rewarded and fulfilled. And just, I feel like there's going to be an immense amount of gratitude wrapping up the month for you, which is very much needed for the manifestation of what you desire at this time, mainly, but also just to feel good about your situation, okay? People will make you smile, and I just feel like it's a month where you're putting in the work when necessary once again, and you're being reminded of where and who with would, where your happily ever after would lie for you, again, whether that's living situation, or whether that's more work oriented, or where to run your business, and who would be with you along that ride, okay? Who do you want to keep with you? Some important decisions to potentially make, as I feel like you could go on some rants, want to tell stories throughout the month. And I really do feel like you are seeing some sweet results, as I'm drawn to the bee, come in and play into your transformation, okay? And it just feels like a lot's coming towards you, but I feel like a lot of it is due to how successful you're meant to be, how skilled you are, and how needed you truly are at the end of the day, all right? So let's pull from this small money and career deck for Sag. Financial stability, absolutely. We also have career growth and life-changing success, if I could even say it. And as well, okay, sudden windfall, fame and fortune, beautiful. Who doesn't want to hear that? And extreme abundance, absolutely beautiful. All right, so it's going to be a great month. Keep things simple within one's mind. I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the rest of the month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Sag.